Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about online color analysis and sort of how I tend to view online color analysis and its accuracy versus in-person color analysis. So the thing is that with photos, there's always going to be some error in how they represent how you look, versus seeing you directly in person. There's something in between you and me, right? Where I'm trying to analyze your color type, but instead of seeing you with my eyes directly, there is the camera in between us. And so that camera is interpreting your skin tone, and then my eye is interpreting what the camera interpreted. And so there is additional error with that, with each of the photos. And so the way that I deal with this, and I've had really very good luck with this in the sense that generally people seem to be content, with their color type and everything like that. And I think the reason for that is because I have a lot of photos. You have to submit a lot of photos, and you also have to know the types of photos to submit, and I have those in the photo guidelines, and I'll describe them here now and sort of explain why it works out to do online color analysis. So what you want to do is you want to create a breadth of photos. So that means different lighting conditions, different cameras, different lenses, different times of day, different times of year, even different times of your life in the past few years, in the past 5 or 3 years or so. And the reason for that, 5-year mark in a way is that sometimes people will change color type. As you get older, you tend to get cooler. And I also like to avoid photos of photos. I think that creates an additional, it's like 2x, removed, right? It's not one camera, it's 2 cameras now that are changing the thing that I'm seeing, right? And so, but a photo of just you in daylight, that would be really excellent, and multiple photos from multiple days. Again, I can't stress that enough. The thing that I get sometimes is I get draping photos that are all taken on the same day. And for me, photos that are taken in the same spot, with the same lighting, with the same phone, on the same day, everything, where you're just in one spot and you're just draping, taking the next photo, draping, taking the next photo. If you look at the recommendations for how I recommend to send photos, I don't really say to send extensive draping photos. And the reason for that is because if you take 10 photos in that way, to me, that counts as one photo. And the reason for that is because it's all the same conditions. And the way that I do color analysis, and it's not just me, I think a lot of color analysts may resonate with this, is that I don't really need to do draping, right? I can tell what your skin undertone is, especially in person. And a lot of color analysts will say the same thing. They can tell what your skin undertone is. And if you're watching this, chances are you can tell other people's skin undertone without draping them. You can tell that they're warm and dry or whatever it is, right? And so some color analysts say that the draping is more for the client's purpose, to show them how they look in the colors, to show them their color type, to show them what to look for. And that's what color draping is for, like in-person color draping. Of course it aids the color analyst, of course. And I think, seeing people wearing different colors in the different photos really does aid me as well. It does help, but it's not completely necessary. I think if I were to choose, I would much rather choose just someone wearing black all the time, but in all kinds of different lighting conditions, times of year, cameras, white balances, etc., rather than someone on the same day with color drapes. I think I can tell a lot more from that breadth of photos than I can from that one set of photos all taken on the same day. And so what's happening when we are looking at photos for the color type is I kind of see it as, let's say, like, in a way, my eyes are the measuring tool, right? And so I'm trying to glean your color type. I'm trying to understand what is your cool versus warm, like what is your blue versus yellow, what is your green versus red balance, and olive versus rosy versus cool versus warm, right? And so that's what I'm trying to understand with my eyes. And that can be seen as sort of like the measuring tool in our example, right? And then the photos are the data. And so what ends up happening is that in each photo, like in one photo, you may look warm. You may completely fool me. You look warm, 100%, you look warm in that photo. And then in a few other photos, you look cool. And in a few other photos, you look cool and radiant, and in some photos, you look cool and delicate, okay? So now, how would I handle this kind of thing? Of course, the photo where you look warm, let's take a second look at that photo, right? Is that photo in natural lighting? Is there something that makes that photo suspect? You know, and by suspect, I mean, is there something in the background, like snow, that looks like yellow instead of white? You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, we know snow is white, the white balance is off. The snow looks warmer in tone, therefore you look warmer in tone, just things like that. Or just, does this look like indoor lighting in the evening? You're gonna probably look warmer in that photo, you know? And so looking at the whole picture together, no pun intended, looking at everything together, you can understand that, oh, it starts to sort of come together, right? It starts to come together that, okay, in the most high quality photos, the most trustworthy photos, you look cool and delicate, let's say. And in photos that look like they are very cool tone and very bright, you may look more cool and radiant in like one or two photos. In some photos, you may look warm and delicate. And for those of you who are scientists, I guess, or you do experiments or you do data analysis or whatever it is, it's sort of like you're going to have a Gaussian distribution along the mean or whatever. And so that mean, in theory, is supposed to be the actual color type. It's the actual measurement. And then you have a certain standard deviation around it, right? And so that's what we're getting from the photos, is we're getting, a bunch of measurements. Each photo is a measurement. And the camera makes a measurement and my eye makes a measurement. And then eventually with enough photos, I really believe from the bottom of my heart that you are going to get to your correct, accurate color type. Because that's how science works in a way. That's a measurement, That's how measurement works. That's how science works. And so there's no reason to really be concerned that you can't get to the bottom of your color type from a breadth of photos. There is plenty of reason to be concerned that you can't get to the bottom of your color type from one photo. Because I really think all you can tell from one photo is what you look like in that one photo. But from a breadth of photos, definitely, I think you can tell your color type. And yeah, I think that's definitely something that I just truly believe in, simply because of my experience with like learning about measurements and things like that, right? And in another life, I guess. So yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on this, let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I will try to respond to comments if you have any ideas or any concerns about it, or any additional things that you have thought of that I haven't thought of about this. Then I'd be curious to hear it. And I'll be responding to comments. I hope I'll be responding to comments. And of course, as usual, leave some video suggestions on topics that you would like for me to cover. And I will talk to you next time. Okay, bye.